lawsuits that have happened and like why they've happened? Or
I guess, but I mean, how can you subdivide this group? Is something I'm wondering about.
Well, I mean, you can focus on like lawsuits against actual people, like YouTube posters, and then lawsuits against.
I don't know if there've been any lawsuits against YouTube posters because they know they can't get any money out of YouTube posters.
So it's all been against like Google.
Yeah, in fact, there were
I guess you could do pre-Google purchase and post-Google.
Right. There were a few little lawsuits against the 35-person company that made that started Google, or started YouTube. But it wasn't until Google acquired it that Viacom dropped the $1 billion lawsuit, which they were sitting on, just waiting for someone with money to pick up YouTube. Yeah. So there's that little interesting thing. Someone could talk about terms of service, how they've changed and how they've adapted based on lawsuits. Might be a mini project, maybe. I don't know. That's one thing that was under our envelope of legal and law.
Yeah. Richard, do you want, in theory, Sam said she would just work alone, so like in theory, Miranda, you and I could be a group of 3, or do you want to like be alone or in a twosome, or?
My new semester is going to be pretty goddamn ridiculous. I don't know if I'll be able to coordinate group meetings very well.
Okay.
I might want to work alone as well. But if we don't have enough like mini projects, then I'll reevaluate that. Like if we can only think of like 2 different things to do.
I'm sure we could subdivide it as many times.
Yeah, ideally I'd want to work alone just because I have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I think. I
mean, we could subdivide it like into 4 parts or 3 if you and Miranda want to work together, and then each be responsible for how long it's supposed to be. 10-minute video.
I don't think there's like a time limit.
I think it just.
Well, so we can each be responsible for making a video about whatever our part was, and then we can just stick them together. So it's like one. Just like, you know that other group, they showed like 2 videos, but it was all for one project.
Yeah. I imagine that's what we should expect.
I mean, I don't think that's a big deal.
I'm not sure. Like, so we're in like the legal lawsuits group. Yeah. I don't know if we're supposed to function as one group after today. Like, I don't know if it matters.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
I think it's just we're all under the same umbrella.
That we don't all do the same thing.
Okay.
Like, if I make a video about the same lawsuits, he's making a video about this really boring and retarded.
I see.
So.
I mean, we can focus on specific. I suppose you can divide it into like the Viacom suit is probably its own thing. Then there's like that's like the biggest one ever, and then there's like every other one. Like
this is probably not working at all.
Have
that's true.
I don't mind.
Have there been any suits like people against? I don't know what I'm looking for. Like I know that companies have sued like Google, YouTube, whatever, but have there been any suits of actual users, users like abnormal people trying to sue them?
I've seen a journalist who filmed the LA riots. Some of his video got put on YouTube, and he sued YouTube because that was his copyrighted video. So I think that's the only case of like a single person rather than a corporation that could sue.
Yeah. There might be others.
Yeah, maybe there's others.
Might be tiny ones that never got anywhere, but they still happen.
Yeah.
Or there might be videos about people threatening to sue Google or angry about it or whatever the fuck.
We could also look at different corporations need to take like a much bigger, different stand on.
You're not blinking. Stop it. It's freaking me out. Okay, you're freaking me out.
Like CBS actually formed like a symbiotic relationship with YouTube, where they were like, you know what? Here's some clips of the Late Show and stuff. Put this on YouTube, and after YouTube put that up, they noticed like a 5 to 7% increase in their viewers. And it was like actually really beneficial. So they formed a working relationship. Whereas Viacom has taken this completely opposite stance towards YouTube. Like, don't put any of our crap up. I don't know. The way like the world's going with digital media becoming more and more prevalent, it'd be interesting to see how these different dynamics are going to fare, what people think about what the companies are doing.
We could probably like one of the subdivision groups could be on. I don't know if there are a ton of examples about the different companies or whatever that have like tried to do like more symbiotic relationship sort of thing and like tried to work with YouTube and I mean research.